I'm not even mad. I mean, I'm disgusted, but I'm not mad. I didn't want to see the Redskins celebrate on our home field. And here's the thing, Redskins fans, you do a lot of talking. You're what we call front runners. You do a lot of chirping when you finally aren't in the basement. You know, listen, I'll do my part and be like, you know what, good game. I'm not really too bitter because, and I'll get to that here in a second. But you beat us. You're the more consistent team. We're so inconsistent. You may be the better team. I don't know. This team's so freaking inconsistent. We can't get out of our own fucking way. I mean, it looked like we were going up and down the field on you guys. Bradford looked to have a good game. Yeah, there was some garbage time in there, but overall, it looked like he had a good game. Just kept shooting ourselves in the foot in our defense. That's a 2-minute warning, by the way. Our defense. I want Billy Davis gone. I want work on the defense. I want work on the offensive line. And hopefully they extend Bradford and maybe add one legit bona fide number one receiver. That's all I want done. That's my wish list for the offseason. And I think we'll actually be a pretty decent team. It's 2nd and 17. Four down territory. I don't know. Even if we do get a score, it's going to come down the onside kick. Let's be real. But anyway, which I'm not confident in Sturgis to even give us a shot on that. But the fans are singing in the stands. I don't even know what they're doing. But Redskins fans, so congrats, win the division, everything. But let's be real. All you did here was ensure that you're going to get your ass whooped. Sorry, I still watch. All you ensured was you're going to get your ass whooped by the Seattle Seahawks on national television in front of everyone. Get your ass whooped. So, did you win the Super Bowl? Did you appear at the Super Bowl? No. Oh my God, the drops are hilarious. Now it's 4th and 5. Oh my God. Anyway, if we just had people that could catch, look at this. Right there in the hands. Oh, but I can't catch it. That's the Eagles season. And he had the first down easily. But anyway, you're going to get your ass whooped by the Seattle Seahawks. You worsen your draft pick, and you ensure that you're going to play a first-place schedule. That was a bad throw by Bradford. So that's it. That's game. That's a wrap. All right? That's all you did. Now, prove me wrong. Win the Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, even win the conference. At least that'll feel at least a little bit good. Prove me wrong. But if all you're going to do is go and get your ass whooped by Seattle, I'm sorry. I look at it like the Eagles won. We get the better draft pick. We don't have to play a first place schedule like you guys do. I look at it like we won in the long run. So go ahead, celebrate like you guys actually think you got a chance. That's how delusional your fan base, everything is. Look at Deshaun Jackson. Oh, yeah. That's why I can't stand this fucking, it's whatever. So, I'm not going to say that. There's a part of me that's a little, it's more disgust on the Eagles standpoint. I don't really give a shit. I mean, think about it. And Redskins fans, they're going to sit there and say all they want. Giants fans, Cowboys fans, hell, any fan of any team other than the Redskins. Do you think the Redskins are going to make a lot of noise in the playoffs? Do you think they're going to win the Super Bowl or even go to the Super Bowl? No. So all they did, again, hire their draft pick up. They're going to give Kirk Cousins a lot of money, which I hope they do because I don't think he's that great of a player. I really don't. I think he's average. Did he put 4 touchdowns on us? Yes, but the rookie from Tampa Bay put 5 touchdowns on us. Matthew Stafford put 5 touchdowns on us. It's nothing. Our defense sucks. Chip Kelly ain't going to get fired. I wish he would, but he's not going to get fired. Lurie doesn't work that way. Bradford, I thought, looked good. He missed some throws here and there, but for the most part was surgical, like he usually is. Drops, fumbles, offensive line issues, which means they can't pass protect worth shit a lot of times. No push in the running game. Our running game shit, so Bradford don't got that to rely on. It's just not. And you know what? We're probably not going to re-sign him. Eagles fans think he's trash. He's probably going to get blamed for this game, of course. You know, even though he didn't fumble the ball. He didn't give up 38 points on defense. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he'll probably get blamed. But even if we should try to sign him. We should. I'm tired of quarterback carousel. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of going through quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. We got a quarterback. We need to build around him. Get an offensive line, an actual running game that works. And we need to fix this defense. This defense did us in. This defense down the stretch has definitely... It started in the Carolina game, honestly. Actually, I mean, you can even say in the Redskins game and let us down. Let that final touchdown drive and everything. So basically, all I got to do is not watch Sports Center or anything like that because they're just going to talk Redskin this, Redskin that. The Redskins suck. So do the Eagles, so do the Giants, so do the Cowboys. Redskins are going to get their ass whooped. End of story. Can we just get on to the offseason now? You know? Of course. He's so good. The fucking thug. Great player. Exciting player. Awesome player. I don't like who he is as a person. I don't like him. But, I actually hope we lose to New York. I do. Why? Just why? Lose to New York, which we probably would do anyway, actually. We probably will anyway. We probably don't even have to try. But lose New York, have a decent draft pick, and Billy Davis better be fired. And we better get someone in here who's had success in this league as a defensive coordinator. Because Billy Davis, even though he was defensive coordinator, he hasn't had success. He hasn't had a top 10 defense anywhere he's been. Garbage. But I had a good Christmas. I'm in El Paso and it's actually snowing here. Like there's snow on the ground. It's amazing. Anyway, and look guys, I'm not trying to be bitter. It's not like, well, you beat us, but you're going to suck anyway. Ha ha ha. No. And really I should be like that because that's what people, when the Eagles have been winning division title after division title after division title, people are like, yeah, but you can't do shit with it. Yeah. So maybe I should be that way. But it's just what's going to happen. Am I wrong? Don't you think there's a good chance the Redskins get their teeth kicked in by the Seattle Seahawks? So when they do, if that does happen, which I think everybody would pick the Seahawks over the Redskins, right? Right? Okay. So if you think if the Seahawks do win, what did the Redskins do? Made a worse draft pick for themselves, and now they're going to play a first place schedule next year. That's all they did. That's what this game, that's literally all that happened. That's why I didn't care whether we won the division or not. I just didn't want to see them celebrate on our home field, which is what's happening. That's the one thing I didn't want to see. Again, my wish list. If I don't make an off-season video the entire time, which I probably will, but even if I don't, my wish list is to re-sign Bradford, which I don't think we're going to have Bradford next year, because even if we go after him, one, Eagles fans are going to blame him for everything. They think he's fucking terrible or average, and they can't just watch him play. They just can't look at him and watch him play. Forget about the stats. Forget about whether we won or lost. Just watch him. But whatever. Even if we go after him hard, Bradford, if I was Bradford, I wouldn't want to be here. This is dysfunction. This team is dysfunctional. Would you want to be part of this team? He's not an Eagles fan. Our only hope is he made some friends, like with Jordan Matthews and stuff like that. He made some good friends, and then they're like, come on, stay here, man. You know, it's our only hope. Otherwise, I don't see Bradford wanting to be here. There's a good chance we'll play the quarterback carousel. Awesome. But anyway, my wish list is keep Bradford, somehow, some way keep Bradford. Could franchise tag him, that's an awesome, then he doesn't have a say. But keep Bradford, fire Billy Davis, and get someone who has been successful as a defensive coordinator in this league, or something. Someone that knows their shit. Who's not always just going to try to play it safe, and then give up long balls anyway. Fix this defense. We need secondary help bad. Hicks will come back, that'll be great. Shepard, who is going to be our nickel cornerback, will come back, that'll be great. Gotta fix this defense. Have to. I think part of it's scheme, but we have to fix this defense. and then fix this offensive line. Whether you move Peters to guard to prolong his career and I don't know, just fix this offensive line. And then get a bona fide number one receiver. Doesn't gotta be an all-pro. Doesn't have to be a fucking Megatron or anything like that. But just someone who's a true number one receiver. You know? That's my wish list. Keep Bradford. Get a new defensive coordinator. Or add to the defense, add to the O-line, and if you can, add a bona fide number one receiver. That's it. Again, I wouldn't mind Chip Kelly being fired, but that's not going to happen. Again, Kirk Cousins thinks he's the shit and everything. All that's going to happen is you're going to get destroyed by Seattle. That's all that happened. And you know what happened? So, okay, if you're not going to win the Super Bowl, you're not going to go to the Super Bowl. What's going to happen? Is it for bragging rights for next year? Going into the next year? No. See, the Dallas Cowboys are going to get all the media hype and be the favorites to win the division next year. They're going to get the hype. This does nothing, to be honest with you. I just didn't want to see him on the home turf. So, again, congrats, Redskins fans. Congrats. But in the long run, did it do anything? Did it do anything? No. Maybe this defense. The miscues on offense, yes. What will go wrong? What can go wrong will go wrong on the offensive side of the ball. But on defense, they're just every play bad. It's at least offense you see potential. With Sam Bradford, you see potential. If they just don't shoot themselves in the foot with penalties or turnovers. Or negative runs. The running game's just shit. But on defense, it never looks good. It's just terrible. Terrible. They can't rush the passer, they can't stop the run, and they can't stop the pass. So all three things are terrible. Usually on bad defenses, at least one of them are okay or good. None of them. It's just, damn. Did Hicks really make that big of a difference? Holy shit. Anyway, because it says that when he went down, it just went to shit real quick. I mean, wow. Wow. Anyway, I'm gone. Again, congratulations for winning the division, Redskins fans. But again, I don't think it does anything. So, you just worsened your stock for next year, I think. But, the Redskins can't look at it that way. They can't look at it that way, because otherwise you're defeated before you even step on the field. So, the Redskins themselves, the team, should be happy. I'm just looking at it like, you just made it worse for yourself for next year is all you did. At least the Panthers might not win the Super Bowl, but at least they can. The Cardinals might not win the Super Bowl, but at least they can. The Patriots might not win the Super Bowl, but at least they can. The Packers might not win the Super Bowl, but at least they can. These teams are all, you look at the Redskins, it's like, I don't see it. You know what I mean? So, I would have liked to see. There's another reason, I guess. Not just from the standpoint of me not wanting to see him celebrate on my field, but I also wanted the young guys like the Jordan Matthews and Nelson Aguilar and all them to at least get some postseason experience, at least. So at least the Redskins get some postseason experience. But I just think in the end it just hurt them for next year, is all it really did. I hope the Eagles lose next week. I do. 6-10. That should give us a decent draft pick. Well, maybe top 10. Maybe. I don't know. I have to look at the standings. All right, guys. I'm out. Defense, turn in your man card because you got pushed around all game. That's just... Even when you're in position, you got pushed around all game. Terrible. Bradford, you're going to get blamed for this one. You always do. Again, I'm not sucking Bradford's dick. I'm not. But at the same time, I watch him and I see him handling his business for the most part. Drops galore. He didn't make every pass. There was one to Ertz that he threw too far. I was like, oh. But, he was not the reason we lost. Oh well. Eagles fans will be stupid. They'll blame anybody. The defense, Billy Davis, and the defense should be blamed. The miscues on offense should be blamed. None of which were Bradford's fault, I don't think. So it is what it is. Peace out, guys.